Sean McHugh. And Sean, this promises to be a good afternoon from Westchester, Pennsylvania, and welcome inside Iceline Quad Rinks. Thank you for joining us for live coverage of the first annual CHF Federation Cup here on Black Dog Hockey. We have a great matchup for you this afternoon. It's the Stockton University Ospreys and the Farmingdale State Rams. My name is Aaron Alpern, the voice of the Buffalo State College Bengals, joined here on the call by color commentator Sean McHugh. And Sean, this promises to be an excellent matchup today.
Yep, we got an 11 versus 2 matchup right here. The Stockton University Ospreys and the Farmingdale State College Rams. They have met earlier this season. These two opponents know each other, and they're meeting now here in Nationals. So it's going to be a good matchup right here, and we're excited for another day of hockey because we've already had some great hockey to start this tournament. So there's no reason to think we're not going to get that here.
We had two teams from Western New York starting off the action here on Rink 1, and now we have two teams from not too far away from each other along the East Coast, Farmingdale and Stockton, getting ready to get things started. This will be the second time they've met this year. They played back in December on December 8th, and it was Farmingdale coming out with a big 9-3 win. Obviously, Stockton looking to reverse that here in this contest, and Farmingdale looking to get a repeat of that result in Game 1. Coming out with the puck now, it is the Ospreys. Stockton getting a shot in on goal by Mackenzie Russell. That one is handled by the blocker of the goaltender, Chris Demas. And we have our first whistle of the afternoon, 20 seconds in, and we get a look at the goaltender for Farmingdale State. It is number 30, Christopher Demas, and the faceoff will be coming up to his left inside the Farmington Rams zone. Taking the draw here for Stockton, we have number 15, Colby Deneen, unable to win the draw, however, as it's Patrico winning it back. Farmingdale tried to break it out up the right wing, kept in there at the point briefly, but Farmingdale regaining possession and coming out into the neutral zone now, it is Buddington. This is control of the puck as it comes inside the Stockton zone. Loose puck there in the neutral zone, however, is taken away by Russell and then dumped into the zone by Vincent Sinamo. Puck in behind the Farmingdale net. Pass goes up the right wing. Breakout pass through the middle of the ice as it goes off the pad of the player Matthew Buddington and then all the way down into the Stockton end. And we'll have an icing on the play with 19:06 to go in period number 1. No score yet between Stockton and Farmingdale.
Aaron, we got some pace going to this game. These two teams know each other. They're going at each other already, and they're moving. So looks like it's going to be a back-and-forth, high-flying affair right here.
High-scoring offensive teams, both of these highly ranked nationally. Farmingdale comes in as the number 2 ranked team in the country. Meanwhile, Stockton comes in with the number 11 ranking in the most recent My Hockey Rankings poll for the Collegiate Hockey Federation. We have a puck tied up there along the post as the goaltender Demas covered it up there. A little bit of a scramble for it as the Stockton players tried to pry it free. Unable to do so, though, and we'll have another faceoff coming up inside the Farmingdale zone.
Really nice job by goaltender Christopher Demas to hold the post right there and hold it tight. And it was good instinct not to drop into his butterfly right there, maybe to kick the puck loose.
Faceoff won by Stockton there as it's Ambrose winning the draw. Shot coming from the point by Brandon Began doesn't get through as he didn't quite get as much mustard on that one as he would have wanted to. Puck coming out now as Farmingdale looks to break it out up the right wing. They reverse course, but that pass is intercepted. It comes out in front. Quick shot taken there right in on net. Save made by Demas as he had to be quick to stop that shot by Liam Noonan. Puck comes out into the neutral zone, and it's Noonan chasing it down there for Stockton. Gets it back to his defenseman. Then the pass is fed out into the middle of the ice, and now it's Jeremy Ambrose bringing it in over the blue line. Ambrose with a drop pass. That one is shot in on goal, but deflected. Now a scramble for a loose puck in front of the net, and the one who comes up with it is the goaltender Demas. Now we have a little bit of pushing and shoving in the aftermath of that whistle.
These two teams definitely know each other. Wow, look at this. Right off the get-go. Physical play, hitting on the boards, and scrambles in front of the net. Goaltender Demas has been tested early, rising to the challenge. Somehow was able to find that loose puck. In Stockton, they are not afraid to get their nose right to the dirty areas. They're looking for loose pucks, and they're really, really bearing down hard on Farmingdale right now.
Stockton coming out quick here in this contest, looking to get revenge for that result back in December. But Farmingdale will be a stout opponent today, as they probably already know. Farmingdale coming in the number 2 ranked team in the country. Puck inside the Stockton zone now, coming out to the point shot, taken there by number 8 for the Farmingdale Rams there. Name not on my roster.
Not on mine either, Aaron.
Farmingdale keeping it in the zone, though. Good play made there by Azera to keep it in deep. Puck comes back out to the point of the aforementioned defenseman who doesn't have a name to go with his number, and then a shot taken in on goal, quickly taken there by number 28, Jordan Mula, but a nice save there made by the Stockton goaltender. His first real test of the day, Mike Corella, making that save. Puck comes back to the point, shot taken there, in on net after a deflection. Nice save there by Corella yet again, as the puck gets steered out into the corner, and Farmingdale continues to put on the pressure here. Steve Azera keeping it in, getting a pass out in front of the net. That shot taken went just wide as Mula let the shot go. Had a good opportunity to get that one off there from the slot. Unable to find the net, though, as Stockton now looks to counter. As bringing it in now is Darren Wan. Wan carries it to the front of the net. He lets a shot go, but that goes just wide. Farmingdale now with the chance to clear the zone, but they're unable to do so, as keeping it in there on the play is number 39, Zachary Harmel. Farmingdale manages to clear the zone, then it's sent back in. Now they'll try to break it out of the left wing. Good offensive pressure being put on here on the forecheck by Stockton as they try to keep it in on the point, but the puck bounces over the stick of the defenseman Basco. And now it's back into the Stockton end, but Farmingdale will be called on the offsides play here. And with 16:40 remaining here in period number one, no score yet, but a very fast pace in the initial offerings here in this action between Stockton and Farmingdale.
Yeah, a lot of pace so far. Farmingdale had their turn to put on some pressure. Got a really nice-looking chance out in front of the slot, too. Unfortunately, just went just wide, but this is the pace that we thought we were going to see early in this game.
Certainly like to see it continue like this. It'll be a very entertaining hockey game to be played this afternoon if both of these teams can keep up this sort of speed and aggressiveness that they've started off with so far.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's definitely good pace this game. Both teams clearly are fired up for this tournament right here. It's fitting that two teams that know each other face off in their first tournament game, this inaugural tournament, and they're ready. They're ready for the challenge, and they're coming hard, and they're trying to make a statement early.
As we saw in our first game earlier, a lot of energy early on in this tournament. I feel like all these teams that are here, all 20 of them that are here at this event, are excited to get things started, and you're going to see a lot of energy from teams in the early parts of the first period. As now you have Stockton keeping it in with Shane Mick. Loses control of the puck, however, and it's knocked out in the neutral zone by Kolakathis. Pressure being put on into the Stockton end as they try to move the puck out of their own end. Pass goes off the left wing boards as it was played up the left wing by Zachary Harmel. Goes all the way down into the Farmingdale zone, but icing is waved off on the play as Christian Cable carries it out. Cable can't get a hold of the puck in the neutral zone. It comes back into the Farmingdale zone. Picked up there by Lynott. Lynott gets into his defensive partner Cable. Quick cross-ice pass. As it's now Ferrari bringing it in. Pass out into the slot. Great-looking passing play there set up, but unable to get the shot in on goal was Timothy Batrico. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Stockton looking to counter. Stockton carrying it in over the zone with Colby Deneen. Shot coming from the high slot in on goal. Nice save made on the play there by Chris Demas. Now Farmingdale looks to counter and come back as we've got some end-to-end action coming here between Farmingdale and Stockton. Here just about 5 minutes into the action. It's game 2 here on Rink 1 of the Ice Line Quadplex here in just outside of Philadelphia. Some great action here at the outset of this game between Stockton and Farmingdale, but no score yet as the puck is carried in over the blue line by Ambrose. Shot taken there by Began. That one hits a knee and goes wide of the net, off into the corner, presenting an opportunity for Farmingdale to carry it out of the zone. Gets it all the way out into the neutral zone, but turning over control of the puck to Stockton now, as the Stockton defenseman Began carries it into the neutral zone and dumps it in over the blue line for Farmingdale, but the Rams are quickly able to counter and get it back out of the zone. Shot in on goal by the Stockton defenseman. That one is played off to the corner, and then an opportunity to clear it out for Jason Brennan. Gets it all the way up ice, and now Farmingdale looks to create an opportunity of their own. Good back-checking play, though, made by number 25, Liam Noonan, as he got in the way of that pass that was looking to be fed down low for Farmingdale that could have resulted in a pretty good scoring opportunity. Farmingdale keeps Stockton from moving the puck up ice, and it's sent back into the zone by Brennan. Comes all the way back out into the neutral zone and gives Farmingdale another opportunity to counter and send the action back into the Stockton zone, as number 18, DiMartino, has the puck now. DiMartino is one of those very dangerous players on the Farmingdale roster. He comes into this game in just 22 games played with a whopping 61 points on the season, Sean. 45 assists. That's more points than most teams' leading scorers have in this tournament. Just the 45 assists there to go along with his 16 goals. He's certainly a player to keep an eye on today, as there's a Farmingdale player down on the ice on the far side as the referee blows his whistle, and it looks like the player is down there holding onto his arm as he's on his back. It's tough to get an idea of what his number is, but he seems to be in a little bit of discomfort trying to get back up to his skates. unable to see exactly what happened there. Sean, did you catch what happened there on the far boards?
It looks like he fell in awkwardly. Just went maybe a little head first right there. I don't think there was a dirty play on there. We're just hoping he's all right there. Just took an awkward fall to the boards. It looks like either a collarbone or a shoulder right now. He's not sitting up though. The medical staff is working on him right now to see what's going on.
As he sits up, he seems to be doing a little bit better there. As we're able to get, that's number 8.
Yeah, it's number 8's name. We've just received word that his name is Chris Guido. He seems to be okay. He's up to his feet. He was able to come off on his own power. Hopefully, it was just a stinger for him because you never want to see someone get hurt, especially in the first round of a tournament, especially ever.
Especially right in the first period. And just not even 7 minutes into the action here. He seems to be getting a little bit of medical attention there on the bench. Hopefully, he's doing all right, can continue to play here. He'd hate to come all the way to Philadelphia for this tournament and get knocked out of the action in the first period. Farmingdale looking to counter right off the faceoff. However, DiMartino knocked off the puck as he tried to carry it into the Stockton zone. Dumped back in by the Farmingdale defenseman, and Stockton will try to break it out up the right wing. Kept in there on the play, however, by Sinamo. Slides a pass along, getting it to Halverson. Halverson gets it back down low to DiMartino. Puck coming from the point, though. An opportunity for a long breakaway pass, though. Good defensive play made there by Christian Cable as he was able to step in the passing lane there. Could have been a breakaway opportunity if that pass connected at the far blue line.
Got a penalty, Aaron.
And we are going to have a penalty called. It is a slashing call, as the referee indicates. So with 13:04 remaining in period number 1, we're going to have our first man advantage opportunity, and it's going to be Farmingdale on the power play, as taking the penalty is number 18 for Stockton, Evan Hall. 2 minutes for slashing is the call. He'll sit for 2 minutes or less as the Farmingdale Rams go on the man advantage.
Farmingdale needed that too. I mean, there was some good pace this game back and forth, but Stockton was clearly getting the better of the chances. They're currently out shooting Farmingdale 6-1. So Farmingdale's going to look to get some zone time right here, maybe balance this out, maybe slow down the pace Stockton's been playing with.
Halverson feeds a pass around behind the net where he finds Jordan Mula. Mula feeds it back down low where he finds Steve Azera. Quick passing play made there by Farmingdale. Unable to connect on anything, though, and a good defensive play as it's cleared out into the neutral zone by Liam Noonan, knocking the puck off of DiMartino's stick. Puck comes up the left wing now. Nice cross-ice passing there for Farmingdale. It's carrying it just in over the blue line, but then bringing it back out was DiMartino. They have to regroup before bringing it back over the blue line. Carrying it in now is Mula. Mula feeds it down low where he finds Azera. Azera and Mula down in the corner against one of the Stockton players, and it's Azera taking it out. Pass out in front. Quick shot and a goal. Timothy Batrico in a good spot there. Got himself loose and free. The pass came right onto the tape, and he made a quick decision. Got it right in on net, beating the goaltender to have our game's first goal. It's 1-0 Farmingdale.
Power play precision right there by the Farmingdale State College Rams. Down low cross. Every pass right on the tape. And then they find number 74, Timothy Batrico, sitting alone in the slot, gets the puck, makes no mistake, and puts it right up high. Goaltender didn't have a chance on that play, Aaron.
That was the type of play that looked like they've pulled that off a number of times during the year. It looked like a very well-executed power play type of setup, and it's not a surprise to see Timothy Batrico burying the goal. That is his 34th of the year for this high-flying powered offense from the Farmingdale State Rams. Loose puck inside the Farmingdale zone now as Stockton comes out of the corner with it. Puck is fed along to the left wing. Cross-ice pass gets deflected away, and now we have a race for the puck. Keeping it in there is McDonald. McDonald now battling against 2 different players for Farmingdale, keeping it low, though. Giving chase now is coming out of the corner with the puck is Sevian. Tries to clear it out of the zone, but that's kept in. Sevian lays a big hit on the Stockton defenseman who had stepped up on the play. Opportunity almost for a break there for Farmingdale in the neutral zone, but unable to come away with it was Steve Azera. Yeah, Azera does get it down deep, though. Sorry, what was that, Sean?
No, that's the risk you take when you go to forecheck like that. That defenseman, number 3 for Stockton, Brandon B., and he took a lick right there.
Great play in front of the net, getting himself loose there, creating a shot attempt, was number 89, Dennis Kirschbaum, as he got wide of the goaltender, but the goaltender slid across Mike Corella, got the pad across to make that right pad save, and to deny Kirschbaum the opportunity to make it a 2-0 game for Farmingdale.
Farmingdale's got some jump after that first goal. They were playing fast to begin with. They were going end to end, but that goal has really got them up and running, and they had another great chance. Great save by the goaltender, Mike Corella, to keep it 1-0.
Puck comes up the right wing off the stick of Matthews, getting it into the neutral zone. Then it's dumped all the way in by Tuttle. Farmingdale is first to the puck, though, as Stockton just retreats back into the neutral zone to set up their counterattack. They intercept the pass and keep it in the zone right now. as it's Ambrose making that play. Puck comes out in center ice, though, and Stockton has a chance to regroup over here. Puck is dumped in by Tuttle. First one to it is Guido, the defenseman for Farmingdale, so clearly he was not too the worse for wear from that hit that he took earlier on, as Farmingdale carries the puck inside the Stockton zone. Looking to create something there in the corner. As coming out with the puck now is Stockton. Stockton's Noonan up the left wing. Just gets to the blue line and dumps it in, heads to the bench for a change, as Stockton gets a couple of new players out there on the ice on the forward end of things, as Farmingdale looks to counter, but causing a turnover there was the Stockton defenseman, Bobby Matthews. Puck in the far corner now. Carrying it out of that corner is the Stockton defenseman, Sevian. Puck is knocked deep into just off the edge of the blue line there from Farmingdale, and now we have a little bit of back and forth through the neutral zone as this game gets a little bit bogged down by a lot of bodies in the neutral zone. Both teams making sure they don't give up any long, dangerous passes. Puck down low inside the Farmingdale zone. Now carrying it out towards the front of the net was Darren Wan, but he got it knocked off of his stick. Keeping it into the point is Matthews, getting help from Wan now and keeping that forecheck going for Stockton. Puck kept down low now. Has a chance to get it out in front of the net there for Kelly. Unable to do so, and then there's a collision behind the net, and Farmingdale moves it up the left wing. Some good pressure keeping the puck in the zone briefly there. Is coming out now as it's the goal scorer, Timothy Patrico. Patrico over the blue line. Circles, looks for a pass, tries to fire it in on net, but that shot's blocked. And now coming back in the opposite direction is Zachary Harmel. Harmel in over the blue line, letting a shot go. That one goes high and wide over the net. Comes all the way back out into the neutral zone where Tyler Panico will have to track it down for Stockton. Puck comes up the right wing now. Shane Mick dumps it in for the Ospreys, and they set up their forecheck in the far corner. Comes all the way back to Mick as he's the first one to get it just inside the point. Two Stockton players on the one Farmingdale player in the corner, but some good back-checking pressure there. Manages to relieve it briefly, but a loose puck comes out in front, and that's buried on the play. Number 27, Matthew Flynn.
That was an excellent effort and strong play by Matthew Flynn right there. That started seconds ago. The forecheck by Stockton has been very strong. They're getting two guys on the puck right there. Forced a turnover down low. Farmingdale was in pretty good shape right there, but someone, Matthew Flynn, just took a swipe at the puck, trying to put it on net. Looks like it caught the goaltender, number 30, Christopher Demas, off guard, and it snuck right through his 5-hole. Aaron, we got a tie game right here, and this just got interesting.
And the pace continues to be quick here between these two schools. 10 shots so far in just over 11 minutes so far. Stockton getting their first goal on their 7th shot of the game. And now they're looking to add to it as they pick up a loose puck in the neutral zone, turning it over and sending it back into the Farmingdale zone. Collision there in the corner. It looks like we're going to have an offensive zone penalty taken against the Stockton player. And it's a holding call that will be made against, it looks like, number 5, Jake McDonald. McDonald does not agree with the call, letting the official know about that, but it did look like he got tied up with the Farmingdale defender just along the goal line. And after getting tied up, he got the better end of it, taking his man down. That's going to draw a penalty even in the offensive zone. So we'll have a face-off coming back down to the other end of the rink, and Farmingdale getting another chance on the power play.
That's not what Stockton wants to do right there either. They just got a goal. They worked really hard. Darren Wan, players like him, players like Matthew Flynn, they've been working hard, grinding down, putting forth effort. You don't want to take an unnecessary penalty. I understand that it's an effort penalty, but Farmingdale pretty much tic-tac-toe did what they wanted on the first power play, and now they're going to get out there again. So now you got to rely on your goaltender and your penalty kill.
Face-off won by Farmingdale cleanly, but it came all the way back past the point man. That's DiMartino, unable to keep it in. He has to chase it down inside his own zone. Sets up the power play breakout there, feeding a pass up the left wing to Mula. Mula gives it back to DiMartino. DiMartino across the red line, getting watched by two different Stockton players, but manages to get the cross-ice pass to Mula. But he has no avenue to get it in up the left wing, and he just feeds a pass back to Halverson. Halverson sidesteps one checker, gets it inside the Stockton zone, but a quick play there to clear it the length of the ice. Good solid defense there by Jacob Simone.
Little dangerous play right there by the goaltender. Luckily, number 55.
Halverson, made a good play to kind of bail out his goaltender there. As a nice hits laid in the corner as number 19, Azera, knocked down his man. Bringing it in now is Halverson. Halverson feeds a pass down low. DiMartino with the shot on the backhand. That goes just wide. Opportunity then to clear it. And Began does exactly that on the backhand as it slowly flutters back into the Farmingdale zone. Picking up there is Jordan Mula. Mula carrying the puck across his own blue line and through center ice. Gets it across the red line and then dumps it into the Osprey zone. Puck is sent up the right wing, hits a stanchion in the boards and comes dangerously out in front. The first person to get his stick on it, though, was Liam Noonan, and he managed to clear the zone for Stockton. DiMartino setting up behind his own net now. Carrying it out through the neutral zone. Good stick handling through the across the blue line and into Stockton territory. Mulu with a cross ice pass, setting up the power play with Halverson. Halverson down low to DiMartino. Back across to Halverson, but that pass is intercepted. And now a break opportunity for Stockton. Coming in alone with an opportunity. Shot on the backhand, save made there as a rebound comes out in front. As there was a good opportunity on the shorthand there for Zachary Harmel. Harmel getting a quick shot in on goal. Then we have an offsides coming in here on the other end of the rink, as it could have been almost a quick 2-on-1 setup in the other direction, as we're getting some exciting back and forth action even here on the power play.
Farmingdale got pretty lucky right there that play was offside. Stockton got lucky that play was offsides right there, because not only were they in 2-on-0, but the goaltender was out really high. If that pass gets across, he's got an open net. But again, right before that breakout, outstanding save and almost a rebound. So back and forth we go for the first period.
Quick shot right off the faceoff as the center just ripped the shot in on goal. Jeremy Ambrose, goaltender, had to be sharp. Demas had to make sure he was paying attention to stop that shot. He did so, and now the play ends up back in the other end of the rink as Stockton looks to break it out up the left wing. Another funny bounce off of Stanchion along the glass. I have to keep an eye on some of these boards around here as the puck tends to take a little bit funny bounces from here and there. Back into the neutral zone here as Farmingdale looks to counter. Bringing it in is Sinamo. Sinamo across the blue line, sidesteps one checker, gets it deep into the zone, then sets up the forecheck himself, feeds a pass back to the point. Now it's fed again back down low, and an opportunity from the slot, unable to get a shot away, though, was number 26 for Farmingdale, 25 rather, Durka. Farmingdale breaking it out now of their own zone. Christian Cable getting it out across his own blue line and in through center ice. Cable across the blue line, letting a shot go that goes harmlessly wide and high of the net, allowing Stockton to pick it up with Jacob Simone. Simone feeds it up the left wing to Juan. Juan reverses course and slides it over to the right side. Now, long cross-ice pass looked for there, but all it ends up being is just a dump into the Farmingdale zone. Farmingdale now looking to counter and break it out. Passing through the neutral zone, picking it up there is Kolakathis. Kolakathis brings it into the Stockton territory before losing control of the puck. Now Stockton looks to counter with Darren Juan. Juan carrying it in, drops a pass, gets an opportunity there to get it to number 16, Kelly, but Kelly couldn't get it on net. Juan got the opportunity in front, though. Good quick save by Demas. Then another second opportunity comes in from the high circle area. Demas held on to that one, and we'll have a whistle coming up inside the Farmingdale zone with 5:11 to go in period number one. It's a 1-1 hockey game between Farmingdale and Stockton.
Darren Juan's having himself a first period right now, Aaron. He is a very thick, strong body. It is very difficult to move him off the puck, move him at all. He gets a shot on goal, and the goaltender Demas makes a great save. Then he rings one right off the bar. He is definitely overpowering these forwards and defensemen.
Ooh, deflected shot there coming in from the point. Looked like it bounced on the goaltender Demas, but he still managed to get a pad on it and deflected off into the corner. Now Farmingdale has a chance to carry it out of their zone and move it back in the other direction with Azera. Azera tries to get a backhand pass in front, but that one's intercepted. Comes back to the point, though, and kept in by Ryan Murray. Murray getting it down low to DiMartino. DiMartino knocked off the puck. Opportunity to play it out for Began as he plays it up the left wing. Then they reverse course, and now we have a delayed penalty coming up against Stockton. And it's a high sticking call, it looks like. The referee signals the high stick. Didn't quite see exactly what happened there, but he heads over to the bench and he's signaling back to the Stockton player. Looks like it's going to be number 22 taking the penalty, Tyler Panico. He clearly doesn't agree with it as he's making the slow skate over to the penalty box as the Farmingdale bench gets fired up for another power play opportunity.
And that's the only real offense they've had most of the game, minus a couple of spurts here and there. Farmingdale's certainly not playing poorly. Their breakouts are impressive. They're getting shots. They have missed a lot of opportunities. But where they've been effective is the power play, and that's how they got their goal.
Stockton came out with a lot of energy in this game. They've gotten the better part in terms of the shots on goal so far. 11-3 is their advantage. But Farmingdale on the man advantage here as they look to get another power play goal. They scored the first goal of the game on the man advantage, and now they have it set up with DiMartino at the point. Gets it down low to Muller. DiMartino again at the point, gets it back again. Now looking for a passing lane. Quick one-time shot and a goal.
Tic-tac-toe again. This power play for Farmingdale is impressive. Every pass is on the tape. They get the defenseman moving, and nobody holds the puck for more than a second or two. And like we see, Alexander Ovechkin, Steven Stamkos, Jack Eichel, that weak side one-timer, goalie got there, but the shot overpowered him and snuck through him. It's 2-1. Farmingdale's power play has them in the lead right now. Stockton's got to keep doing what they're doing right now, though. They're getting the possession. They're getting the chances. They can't get broke right now, but what they got to do is stop with the penalties.
Yeah, that's not going to help them at all because they're getting the better of the 5-on-5 play here. But when they give up those power play opportunities, it's been 2 plays which were just tic-tac-toe passing and great setups that by a very well-run power play, clearly. Getting that goal on that one was number 28, Jordan Mula. Now a 2-1 Farmingdale lead as they look to add to it as DiMartino carries it across the blue line. Pretty move around the defenseman, slides it in front. Halverson just can't get a stick on it, however. Halverson picks it up again, though, finds DiMartino, and he lets a shot go from the high slot that is caught and held onto by the glove of Mike Corella. He will hold on for a face-off with 3:43 remaining in period number 1. Farmingdale has the 2-1 advantage in goals, but they're being outshot so far 11-6. Kind of gives you an idea of just how important it is to take advantage of those special teams, Sean.
Especially when your power play is as good as Farmingdale's is. They are very well coached. They're very well run. Everybody knows where they're going to be.
I think it's certainly something that the Stockton coaching staff will be talking to their players in the locker room between periods about, that they can't afford to take penalties against this Farmingdale team. It's just too dangerous of a power play. Player gets taken down there on the play. Hard to see what happened. Looks like he's holding his arm as number 5 for Farmingdale. Not exactly sure what happened to him on that play, but Sinamo's heading to the bench and clearly in a lot of pain. Dump-in attempt is blocked there just outside of the Stockton blue line. Brennan trying to dig out a loose puck for Farmingdale. Gets it back to Batrico. And Batrico tries to carry it out of his own zone as he's being harassed by 2 different Stockton players. Puck comes out into the neutral zone where it's picked up on the play by Kelly. Dump back into the Stockton end now, as Stockton will have to try to break it out with Harmel. Harmel circles in the corner, heads through the middle of the rink, drops a pass there for Juan, and Juan carries it through the neutral zone, but gets stood up at the blue line. Farmingdale with a chance to counter, but we're going to have another penalty called. This one's coming up against Farmingdale. Looks like a hooking call is signaled by the referee behind the play. So now the Stockton Ospreys have an opportunity to even things up on the man advantage.
Aaron, guess who's in the middle of it again? Darren Juan. He is a wrecking ball out there. Even when they strip him with a puck, he draws a penalty. This guy, he's a nice player right here. He's a big, strong player, but he's not just a wrecking ball out there. He's got some really nice hands. He's got some great awareness. He's playing a very nice game for them right now. He's getting them chances. Don't be surprised to see him out there soon in front of the net on the power play.
Certainly one of those players that came into this game with a lot of energy. The event is something that a lot of these teams have been looking forward to all year. Now that they're here, you're going to see a lot of guys playing with that level of energy here in the early going, and he's certainly been one of those players that has been going here in the early part of the first period. Stockton, nice big hit there, knocking the Stockton player off the puck as they were trying to carry it through the neutral zone and get it into the Farmingdale zone to set up their power play. Looks like the Farmingdale penalty kill might be as skilled as their power play is. Carrying it, though, across the blue line. Had to wait up for his player to get back on side was number 39, Harmel. Gets it across the blue line now, and Stockton has a chance to set up their man advantage. Puck comes back out to Harmel at the top. He lets a shot go. That one gets blocked, however. Now it is down low, kept in the zone by Tuttle. Tuttle getting some help there from Mackenzie Russell. Russell now with the puck in the corner. Feeds a pass back to the point, but it's right in between both defensemen, and they both look at each other like, that's your puck. It goes all the way back to the goaltender. Now an opportunity with Farmingdale changing. Slap shot taken from just inside the blue line. That one goes just wide by Began. High and wide, I should have said. Opportunity to clear the zone for Farmingdale, but it's kept in on the play by McDonald. McDonald sending it towards the goal. That one steered off into the corner. Picked up there. And an opportunity for Stockton to set up their power play, but the pass comes harmlessly out in front and then is cleared out of the zone and back to the Stockton blue line. 31 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the Ospreys with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go in period number 1. Puck dumped in by Stockton as Panico dumps it in and tries to regain possession of the puck. Getting some help there from McDonald. Puck comes out to the high slot and a backhand pass. Here's an opportunity from just to the right of the net, but a great defensive play made by Halverson, and then he draws the high sticking penalty in the immediate aftermath. First, he negates the scoring opportunity, clears the zone, then draws a penalty. Solid penalty killing there by number 55. Max Halverson.
Max Halverson has been the best player for Farmingdale so far in this game. He's a very reliable, very skilled defenseman. Very similar type of player to Michael Cruz we saw at Fredonia. Very large, very big, very precise, very meticulous, but very skilled. I don't really understand why number 28, Travis Tuttle, was arguing. I don't know why he even decided to take a whack at the play. It was a very good defensive play by Halverson. And again, this Farmingdale power play gets to go to work again.
Have 2 more seconds of the penalty to Farmingdale, and then they'll have a full minute 48 here of a man advantage, and they'll look to get their 3rd power play goal as DiMartino carries it through the neutral zone. DiMartino across the blue line, taking it wide, circling the net, looking to set things up there. Feeds a pass back to the point to Patrico. His pass hits a skate, giving Stockton a chance to clear the zone, and they will do so, getting it all the way down into the Farmingdale zone with 20 seconds to go in the period. Time for one last rush here for the Rams, as it's DiMartino carrying it out across his own blue line, slowly skating through the neutral zone with 9 seconds to go in the period. DiMartino circles in, takes a shot. That one gets deflected well up and over the glass, and then up and over the protective netting as well. Comes back into play, and we'll have a face-off with 6 seconds to go here in period number 1. That face-off will take place deep in the Stockton zone, as Farmingdale still on the power play here.
It looks like they've got a set play for it, too. They got Halverson ready to take a one-timer if they can win it clean here.
Wouldn't be surprised if they have a bunch of set plays coming off their face-offs, as this power play has shown quite a bit of skill and precision so far in the early going here. Farmingdale only with 6 shots on goal so far in this contest, but they've scored twice, both of them coming here on the power play. Faceoff is scrambled immediately and then cleared the length of the ice by the Stockton defender. And that'll kill things off for the rest of the period as the clock shows 3 zeros and the score after 1 period of play. It is the Farmingdale State College Rams 2 and the Stockton University Ospreys 1. We're going to step away here for just a moment, and we'll be back for the start of period number 2. Please do stay tuned. Welcome back to Iceline Quad Rinks in Westchester, Pennsylvania for live coverage of the CHF Federation Cup here on Black Dog Hockey. About ready to go for period number 2 of our second game here on Rink 1, featuring the Farmingdale State College Rams and the Stockton University Ospreys. My name is Aaron Elpern, the voice of the Buffalo State Bengals, joined here by my color commentator, Sean McHugh. And Sean, it was a fast-paced first period, and special teams were pretty important there.
Yes, they were. It was an end-to-end action. Both teams were exchanging chances. It'll show on the scoreboard that Stockton almost doubled up on Farmingdale shots. I'm not sure that tells the whole tale. I mean, Stockton definitely had some great chances. They were able to capitalize on one of them. But Farmingdale operated their power play with precision. Their breakouts were very impressive. Every pass was on the tape. Problem is, Stockton ran into trouble with the discipline. They took effort penalties for sure. Wasn't dirty play. Wasn't unwise play. But you got to know that you're playing a team that's very disciplined, very well coached, and very structured. So you got to be aware.
Farmingdale scored both of their first period goals on the man advantage. They have a minute 4 left in a man advantage to start period number 2. And they've got the fresh sheet of ice to do that with. Carrying the puck now out behind his own net is Halverson. A little bit of wet ice there as the puck kind of stuck on him a little bit as he tries to set up the breakout now from behind his net. Feeds a pass up the left wing, just a little bit too far for Zera, and it comes into the neutral zone. And the Stockton player got a chance to dump it in, but he took a big hit on the play. Bobby Matthews got knocked off of his pegs there, but he did manage to get the puck all the way down into the Farmingdale end and kill off a little bit more time on the power play. 30 seconds in the man advantage for Farmingdale as they get it into the zone and set it up. It's Patrico there with the puck, setting it back to the point. Patrico getting it down low. He scored the first power play goal on a pretty setup from behind the net. Pass goes across the blue line there as Halverson was unable to get it to its intended target, and it just went too far for DiMartino. DiMartino up the left wing. Pass comes through the neutral zone. Stockton player jumps into the passing lane and dumps it into the Farmingdale end, and that should just about do it for the rest of the man advantage as the final 2 seconds tick away, and Stockton comes back to full strength. Puck at the Farmingdale blue line, flipped high through the air through the neutral zone. Matthews picks it up there, sends it back into Farmingdale territory. Icing waved off on the play as the defenseman probably had a play on it even though he leaned away from where the puck was going. Farmingdale now breaking it through the neutral zone. DiMartino with the puck on a string. Tries to get around the defenseman. Good poke check there by Matthews. DiMartino getting the puck back behind the net but losing control of it, and Stockton clearing it out of the zone into center ice. Puck picked up there by Deneen. Deneen dumps it down low, caught out of the air, and now it's Cable looking to break it out. Farmingdale sharp passing through their own zone. Now carrying it through the neutral zone is Halverson. Halverson getting it deep now. Gets knocked off the puck in the corner. Getting some help on the play, though, as Stockton tries to move it up the left wing. Kept in there at the point, however, and a shot taken from there. Goes high up into the air as it bounced in front of the goaltender, and then a quick shot taken in on goal by Sanamo. Good save made there by Corella, and he hangs on for a whistle with 17:52 to go here in the second period. It's a 2-1 Farmingdale lead.
That's a better save than it maybe looked like, too. Jake McDonald batted that thing right out of the air through a screen. That's a really nice save. That shot came out of nowhere. Really, really good heads-up play by the goaltender, Mike Corella, to keep that puck out of the net. That was a little sneak attack right there.
As the initial shot came in from the point, got deflected, then went high up into the air, and then Corella had to definitely be on his toes to make sure that that bouncing puck wasn't shot past him from the doorstep there by number 5, Sanamo. Puck in on net again. Another shot taken there as Farmingdale getting some offensive opportunities early on here in period number 2. They've got the first 2 or 3 shots so far in the proceedings here in the second. But Corella has been up to the task each and every time so far. Just puck one there off the faceoff as Corella had to make another save there. He's been tested a number of times here in the early going in the second period. Puck in the far corner as Stockton tries to get it out of that corner. Pass up the right wing is now dumped into the neutral zone, and Farmingdale regroups there. Lineup getting it to the blue line, but no further. Dumped in by Stockton as number 25, Noonan, gets it down low.
He had no idea how much time and room he had right there. He had a
the one Farmingdale defenseman had jumped up in the play, and all he did was dump it in instead of looking up ice and seeing he had only one defenseman between him and the net, and he had another teammate across the ice. Puck pulled out of the corner, or out of the scrum there by Ferrari as Ferrari drives in towards the net. Leaves a careless pass there that doesn't connect with its intended target, but an opportunity then on the break for Stockton as a 1-on-2 play comes up, and Began unable to get past the 2 defensemen. Puck comes back out to the neutral zone now. Simone feeds a pass up the right wing. That puck is dumped in on the play there by Kelly, but Farmingdale quickly countering and moving it back in the other direction. Good play there by Buddington, pulling the pass out of his skates, firing a shot that hits right off the junction between the crossbar and the post and comes out the other side. No goal on the shot, but it was lasered there for that corner.
We were looking at Sports Center if he buried that there, and he made a nice, pretty catch right there at center ice. Then look like he's going to dump, and he wires over from the blue line, and he almost bar downs it right there.
Kind of one of those casual-looking plays. Almost caught the goaltender off guard a little bit, but the post and crossbar were his friends there, keeping that one out. And it's still a 2-1 lead for Farmingdale. Farmingdale narrowing the edge in shots, however, as it is now a 12-9 count, with Stockton out in front in the shots on goal as there's an icing on the play, and the faceoff will come all the way back into the Farmingdale zone, and we'll have a faceoff with 15:58 remaining in the second period.
Farmingdale's doing a really nice job of turning their structure into possession right here, Aaron. They had the puck, they were making great passes, and they weren't playing bad by any stretch of the imagination, but now looks like they're turning up the forecheck up a little bit, and they're getting some zone time, especially Jake McDonald, number 5. He has been buzzing around this period. He's had 2 or 3 chances already.
Puck coming through the neutral zone now as it's Farmingdale with another opportunity in front of the net. Pass back to the back door there as nobody was there to catch it, though. Puck comes out in the neutral zone, unable to keep it in there at the point was the Farmingdale defenseman. Number 7, Brisgornia. Puck out the far wing now, still inside the Stockton zone. Stockton having a little bit more difficulty moving the puck out of their zone this period and creating offensive opportunities of their own. Matthews picking up a loose puck, long pass through the neutral zone, just unable to connect on that play with number 20, Shane Mick, and it goes all the way in on net. Will be held on to for a face-off inside the Farmingdale zone. 15:25 to go in kind of a slower moving second period than the first was, Sean.
Definitely slower, a little more methodical, a lot more passing, a lot more patience in this period. The speed's there when there's a chance, but Stockton came out trying to push right away. It looks like they're backing off a little bit on that. Not necessarily a bad team, because a team like Farmingdale, they're very structured, and they are very good at waiting you out and making you overcommit. They did that a couple times in the first period.
I think what we saw there in the first period was the lower-seeded team, who these two teams have met already. Stockton lost a pretty lopsided game in December. They wanted to come out and make a statement here in the beginnings, in the early ons. They came out with a lot of energy, put a lot of pressure on Farmingdale. Unfortunately, from the Stockton perspective, they were unable to get a whole lot out of their opportunities, and Farmingdale converted on their power plays in the first. is why they have this 2-1 lead.
Stockton definitely played a good first period. They were energetic. They got their chances. The problem is Farmingdale took advantage of their mistakes.
Correct. A little bit of sustained zone time here for Stockton as they're keeping the puck down low. Good play made by Mackenzie Russell to keep it in the corner. A little bit of a cycle set up there. Gets it back to the point. Shot taken there. Gets deflected harmlessly off to the side of the net, but bouncing in the high slot. Comes out to almost came straight across. Almost a great opportunity there for McDonald to come up with the loose puck, but he was unable to find it. And then Farmingdale sends it the length of the ice to relieve the pressure, and we'll get an icing on the play with 14:19 to go here in the second.
A little bit more of what we saw in the first period from Stockton right there, Aaron. Pressure, forechecking, hard hitting. Passing was a little better right there, too. They had some zone time. It wasn't one and done like it was in the first period a lot of times. And this is how Stockton wants to play against Farmingdale. They want to push them.
Unable to really generate any scoring opportunities or shots on goal with that sustained zone time, however. They're going to have to start to turn some of that time in the Farmingdale zone into opportunities and good chances.
Yep, especially in a team like Farmingdale, where the thing is they may look like they're in trouble, but they're not. I mean, they're in position. So when you get a chance, when you get a shot, you got to make sure you capitalize on it right here.
Puck ends up back all the way down into the Stockton zone again, and we're having a little bit of a debate as to whether or not that should be icing on the play. Icing will be the call, much to the displeasure of the Farmingdale captain, Steve Azera, as he continues to express his displeasure with the linesman making that call, but icing was the call on the play. And we'll have another face-off coming up inside the Farmingdale zone as we get more of this stop and start action here in period number 2. Face-off won by Stockton, comes back to the point to Harmel. Harmel gets the shot down low, just tries to feed it down low and continue the forecheck, but it gets cleared out of the zone and back into the Stockton end. Brandon Began on it there. Gets bodied off the puck by Azera, but manages to come up the puck on his own and carry it out of his own zone and then feed it up through the neutral zone to number 25, Noonan. Noonan unable to get it deep, though, and now countering in the other direction, we have Goldberg. Goldberg drops a pass, gets a pass back out in front. Great pad save as sliding across was Mike Corella to get the stop on Francis Goldberg. Puck through the neutral zone now. Azera with the back-checking play takes his man off the puck, but he's going to get called for a penalty on it, and he is in utter disbelief as he's got his arms up in the air, stick off to the side. He is just confused by that call, and I have to admit that I'm not sure that's exactly how I saw that play go down as well, but he's going to sit for 2 minutes for holding.
Yeah, he's gotten the short end of the stick twice. I mean, that icing call, I thought he had the man beat right there. And then that's a tough call right there. I mean, I don't understand it. It's been a pretty physical game so far. They've let a lot worse than that go, I think. But like we say, there's nothing you can do about it now. The Farmingdale penalty kill has shown well. They showed discipline. They showed structure. So look to see a lot more of the same in that, but also look for Stockton, who's had some pressure, to really try to generate some chances here and get this game tied.
Puck now back to the point, set up there by Sevian. Sevian gets it down low. An opportunity, though, for Farmingdale to clear, but that hits the referee twice, actually. Referee getting in the way there as Farmingdale tried to get it out of the zone. The Stripes not making friends with the guys in white and green at the moment. Stockton keeping it in, keeping the pressure on. Shot going just wide, as that one was taken there from the right side of the net by Tyler Panico.
Great play.
Puck is kept in at the point. Solid play by Tyler Sevian. Keeping it down low, keeping the pressure on for the Stockton power play. McDonald tried to feed it out in front, gets the puck taken off of his stick. Good defensive play by Christian Cable as he clears the puck the length of the ice for Farmingdale. Matthews now for Stockton in behind his own net, setting up the power play breakout. Looking up the left wing, feeds a pass. It goes past one player and then ends up on the stick of Jake McDonald. McDonald gives it back to Matthews on the right side of the ice, and Matthews will dump it in, but not a whole lot of pressure there for Stockton on the power play, and almost a long breakaway pass was set up there for Farmingdale.
Oh.
And the goaltender played it there. It's kind of a double dangerous play there, as so far in this power play, the opportunities have been coming for Farmingdale, and here they go again. Carrying it inside the zone, it's Patrico. Patrico scoring the first goal of the game, looking for a shorthanded goal there. He scored the goal on the power play in the first period. Now they're just killing time and maintaining possession of the puck as there's 35 seconds to go in the Farmingdale penalty.
Smart, unselfish play by Patrico right there as well. He easily could have tried to take on two defensemen and try and force a scoring chance. Instead, he realized he'd be better suited to just swing it back and kill some more time.
Stockton now just having a hard time getting the puck out of their own zone on this power play. Just 17 seconds remaining as they are now looking to feed it up ice and create at least one good opportunity from this man advantage. They get the puck in across the blue line as it's Mackenzie Russell carrying it in towards the net, feeds a pass in front. There was the good opportunity they were looking for, but Liam Noonan couldn't get the stick on the puck at the far post. Puck comes back to Harmel. Harmel looking for a shooting lane, nothing there as he was blocked off at the pass there. Puck comes in behind the net, Stockton looking to set something up from there. Puck comes back to the point, shot taken, gets deflected, and ends up in the back of the net. Brandon Began let the shot go from the high slot. It looked like it hit one of the defensemen's stick in front. It might have been one of his own players, but it definitely changed directions before it ended up on Chris Demas. And we've got ourselves a tie hockey game. It's 2-2.
Brandon Began's been very active in this game so far, Aaron. He's jumping up in the plays. He's taking some hits, but he's sacrificing it for the team. He's made some plays, and it's good to see the kid get rewarded right there. By definition, that'll be an even strength goal. But you know they haven't got their fifth man back into the zone yet. A seeing eye shot looks like it hit at least one stick in front of the net. That took a bounce over the glove of the goaltender.
And certainly, judging by the reactions on the Stockton bench, I think that goal might end up going to Mackenzie Russell. Another opportunity for Stockton to get another goal here as the puck came dangerously out in front to Darren Wan. He was unable to get the shot in on net though, as Stockton's got a little bit of energy here. Wan just fanned on the shot there. He really had a perfect opportunity as it bounced over to him. Shot from the point gets deflected just wide. Stockton buzzing a little bit here now as they've got some energy from that second goal. DiMartino, though, carrying it away for Farmingdale, looking to create some pressure inside the Osprey zone right now. Began, though, pulling the puck out of the corner and relieving some of that pressure, but it comes back to the point. Farmingdale setting things up now with Halverson. Halverson tries to feed the backhand pass in front, can't find anyone there, but now it comes in front as, looked like it was going to be a dangerous opportunity. Wide open in front of the net for Joseph DiMartino, but we have a whistle stopping play because of a hand pass. So we're going to have a face-off coming back out into the neutral zone as Farmingdale looked to counter there after Stockton tied this one up.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure my hair got blown back from the huge sigh of relief you heard from Stockton right there. That is the 61-point scorer for Farmingdale, who's left all alone in front of the net right there.
It looked like a very, very dangerous play in the midst of happening until the whistle went. And then everyone realized that a hand pass had happened, and they had to call the play dead. Now all the way back down into the Farmingdale zone, and Stockton trying to get an opportunity here in front. Nobody could come up with a loose puck before it comes out to the point. Matthews fires a shot that goes just wide. Kept in there down low by number 20, Shane Mick. Good forechecking pressure here by this line from Stockton. Shot taken from the point. That doesn't get through traffic. Now a loose puck there in the circle. Comes back to the point, an opportunity for Sevian to let a shot go in on net. That one gets deflected just in front of the goaltender, but Chris Demas was sharp, got it with the catching glove, and held on for a whistle with 9:50 remaining in period number 2. A little bit more than halfway through the proceedings here, Sean. It's a 2-2 hockey game. It's been a pretty exciting one so far.
Absolutely, and one thing I'm noticing, Stockton's doing a really great job of getting traffic in front of the net, and they're getting their sticks on the point shots, too. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous for a lot of ways because goalies don't see it, and, rebounds. There's another one.
Yep. Some traffic in front of the net, puck changing directions. That's always a difficult thing for a goaltender to have to handle. Farmingdale now looking to counter in the other direction, though, as they got some now offensive zone pressure. Another hand pass being called, though, as now we have a little bit of a difference of opinion here after the play.
Yeah, the whistle had gone well before that shot was taken. He had to know that was going to happen right there. Number 22, Thomas Kolakatis. Yeah, he wound up and shot that after the whistle. So, yeah, honestly, I'm surprised it stopped the way it did.
Yeah, there's a little bit nastiness there. It looked like it briefly kind of started to happen as a shot was taken after the hand pass call was made. Nothing really coming out of it, but these two teams know each other pretty well. You can imagine that they'll take any opportunity that they can to engage each other a little bit here after the whistle.
Especially Stockton. They got run out of the building the last time. So, yeah, they're going to take their shots, especially in a tie game. They just got to make sure that they keep their emotions in check.
McDonald carrying it inside the Farmingdale zone. Puck comes just outside of the blue line, though, and we'll have delayed offsides as the Ospreys have to tag up and head back into the neutral zone before they can get the pressure on. Puck carried in, though. Another opportunity as Farmingdale gets the pinpoint passing going again. They couldn't get a shot out of it, however. An opportunity to clear the zone is negated as Azera picks up a loose puck, creating that on his own and taking a shot in on goal. Puck kept in the corner now. Comes out to this side here. It's coming up the left side to try to break it out was number 39, Harmel. His pass was intercepted on the play by Azera. Farmingdale keeping it in the zone. Only briefly, though, as Stockton flips it out into the neutral zone. Coming there is McDonald. Gets knocked off to his stick as he had Wrestle there with him. Russell then picking up a loose puck in the neutral zone, but it gets sent back into the Stockton end. Stockton will have to set up there as it's Brandon Basco looking to start the breakout. Basco with a pass up the right wing. That misses its intended target. Colby Deneen unable to get a stick on it. And that one will go for icing on the play. And the faceoff will come back down into the Stockton end with a 2-2 score, 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the second period.
That was a great shit by Steven Azera right there. He made 2 or 3 plays to keep that puck alive on clearing attempts. I mean, the last one right off the boards, kind of a lazy, careless, nonchalant play, and Steve Azera jumped it. And then they had a nice little give and go play right there that almost ended up in the back of the net.
He's made a number of those types of plays throughout this period. He's had a lot of energy, got kind of a raw deal on the back-checking play where he ended up getting a penalty, but he's been kind of showing that effort, making plays happen from both ends of the ice, whether or not it's in the offensive zone or on the transition. Puck in behind the Stockton net, breakout pass comes up the left wing, but just comes back out to the point, kept in there on the play by Lynott. Lynott getting it all the way down low. McDonald with an opportunity to break it out, just feeds it out into the neutral zone, and now an opportunity to circle back again for Harmel. Harmel with a long pass through the neutral zone. Those passes really haven't been connecting a whole lot, even though Stockton's been trying them plenty. Harmel again looking for that long pass. That one goes past 2 potential targets, and then past the defenseman and all the way down into the Farmingdale end. That will result in an icing on the play.
Yeah, Stockton's really trying to push that stretch pass right now. And the way Farmingdale sets up their forecheck and the way they back off into the zone to keep the play in front of them, it's not usually there, especially coming out of a breakout. The only time we've seen it work is either off a turnover or off a missed opportunity on a pinch.
I feel like the only thing that it's really been doing for them, because they haven't connected on any of those passes, the only thing it's really doing is keeping the Farmingdale pressure from being too overwhelming in the offensive zone. They have to respect those stretch plays, so they have to drop a man or two back into the neutral zone to make sure that they don't get burned on any of those.
I mean, it's not the worst play you can make right there, especially when Farmingdale does send 2 on the forecheck and pressure your defenseman. Farmingdale, I mean, it's a little bit of give and take because Farmingdale's sending 2 trying to get that turnover, and I mean, there's a lot you can do a lot worse than missing on a long pass, whether getting icing or just getting a reset in the zone. But the thing is, eventually, you're going to see him jump it, and it could result in an odd man rush the other way.
Tuttle with the pressure on Baker there, keeping it inside the zone for Stockton. Tuttle tries to move it out in front, but that pass hits a skate, and it's Halverson with a chance to break it out. Gets the pass to DiMartino. DiMartino then moves it along, and pulling the puck out of the air there on the play was Sinamo, but he couldn't get a shot in on goal as he found the loose puck, just couldn't quite get it onto the stick. Opportunity now to break it out for Began. Began gets the pass deflected by Noonan all the way back into the Farmingdale zone. Farmingdale now looking to break it out up the right wing, but Began slides in from the left point to keep it in. Puck comes back up that side again. Shot taken from the left wing. There goes wide, and the man gets cleared out in front of the net as the puck was shot wide, and then the man who was standing there got pretty much pasted just off the right post, and that will result in another Farmingdale penalty. And this one's going to go to number 7, John Brisgornia.
That's the first time I've seen Farmingdale act undisciplined right there. I understand clearing the net, but the thing of it is, there was absolutely no danger of anything happening with him standing there. The puck was going around behind the net, and he took a bit of a run at him and just kind of buried him into the ground. I mean, it's a physical play. I mean, I do like the physical play, but that's not the kind of penalty you want to take in a tie game right now.
Looks more like the type of play that he wants to be making before the shot's taken. Clear out the traffic in front of the net and then go from there. A little bit late, a little bit over exuberant with the action there, and he'll sit for 2 minutes because of it. Kept in there at the point. Good play made by number 22, Kolkathis. Slides it across, and Matthews lets a shot go. Doesn't quite get enough on that one to get it through traffic. That gives Farmingdale an opportunity to clear the zone. Kolkathis now setting it up there, dropping a pass back to Matthews. Matthews then up the left wing, gets it to Panico. Panico dumps it in. Panico getting it deep inside the zone. Stockton now setting up their forecheck, trying to get a little bit of pressure on. Doing so as McDonald comes out of the corner with the puck. McDonald finds Panico. Panico looking for a pass out in front, just slides it along to the right wing boards. Where picking it up will be Sevian. Sevian in behind the net, finding Jake McDonald, rather. McDonald gets it knocked off of his stick. Good play there by DiMartino, and then DiMartino almost sets up the long breakaway pass to Halverson. Good, solid penalty-killing play there, almost creating a shorthanded opportunity. Carrying it on the play is Sevian now. Sevian gets it deep into the Farmingdale zone with 46 seconds to go in the man advantage. Puck is kept down low there by Wrestle. Puck comes out in front of the net. Unable to get a turnaround shot there was Liam Noonan, though. Puck comes back to the point to Matthews. Matthews feeding it back down low, comes back out to the point to Sevian. He lets a shot go. That one goes off the glove of the goaltender, and then it popped out into the slot, but the referee had lost sight of the puck in the during the proceedings there, and it came all the way out, and he blew the play dead before he saw where it was.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Stockton as well, because the player had the puck on his stick, and the goalie had no idea where it was. Net was wide open, but the refs are instructed, if you lose sight of the puck, you blow it dead. That's what you're taught from day one, but that was a quick whistle.
He had a little bit better vantage point than I did. I also lost sight of the puck, so I'm not going to give him too much of a hard time there. It took me a couple of moments to realize that it popped out all the way into the mid to high slot there. Kind of a strange-looking play, but kind of how things like that happen as the puck is sent the length of the ice in on the Stockton goaltender. And he just tries to clear it back out into the neutral zone. Now he'll have to go back in behind his own net and play it again. Corella sets it up for his defenseman there, as circling will be Zachary Harmel. Harmel now looking to break it out through the center of the ice with just under 5 minutes to go here in the second period. As the puck comes back out to the point. Opportunity there to take a shot, passed on, and then a shot coming out from the other point, and a rebound opportunity. Scramble there in front of the net, but unable to put it past the goaltender. On the play was number 22, Tyler Panico.
And once again, Stockton doing a really good job of getting in front of the net and causing havoc in front of the goaltender right there. Sticks in front. Goaltender had a hard time seeing it. Luckily, he was in good position, was able to get in front of that shot. Defense did a great job of clearing it out so he could find it. But again, Stockton is crashing that net, looking for that rebound, looking for that deflection.
Face-off coming up to the right of the goaltender, Demas. As Panico gets excused from the draw, coming in to take the face-off now will be Matthew Flynn. Loose puck just after the face-off is dumped into the neutral zone by Batrico for Farmingdale. And it ends up all the way into the Stockton end. Play there from the corner, trying to be fed in front. Unable to get it there, though, was Ferrari. Shot then from just on the right wing here, taken by Batrico. That one is easily handled by the goaltender, Corella. He'll just hang on for a whistle to his left. 4:25 to go in the second period. It's a 2-2 hockey game between Farmingdale and Stockton. Got Batrico here on the faceoff. He's getting excused, though, as coming in to face Panico will be number 86 on the draw, Matthew Buddington.
Ref did not like that whack he took on the face-off right there.
Now we got the other linesman blowing the play dead here. We'll see if anybody else gets excused. Now we'll have a new guy taking the face-off for Stockton, and just a whole procession of players here. Puck is one on the draw for Farmingdale, but it kind of goes into no man's land between the two defensemen and comes out in the neutral zone where Farmingdale will regroup. That pass gets deflected in on goal. It is caught by the catching glove of Chris Demas, and we'll have a whistle. Now face-off down in the Farmingdale end. 4:13 to go here in a bit of a choppy second period.
Yeah, definitely not the pace we saw in the first period. Looks like both teams are trying to tighten it up defensively right here, especially Stockton. They've done a really nice job. They've had the better of the zone time in this period as well.
Cable carrying the puck across his own blue line through the neutral zone, gets it into the Stockton territory before going wide with it. Lets a shot go in on net. Good blocker save made there by Corella. Now Stockton with a chance to break it out of their own zone. Losing control of the puck, however, in the neutral zone was Kelly. And now an opportunity to start back in the other direction for the Farmingdale Rams. Coming out now is Ferrari with a cross-ice pass. He finds Patrico. Patrico goes around the defenseman, but he takes a hit and loses control of the puck. As coming out of the pile with it was Basco. Gets it up to Juan. Juan in the offensive zone forces a turnover as the puck comes back towards the point. Shot in on net. Juan with two opportunities there, and it gets deflected in late, immediately waved off, however, as it was deflected in from behind the net with a high stick. And despite the quick attempt to celebrate the goal, nobody's really arguing this one for Stockton, as it was the proper call, the puck being deflected out of the air with the high stick. Probably would have been better off just to let it fall to the ice, as there was kind of a scramble going on in front of the net, Sean.
Absolutely. Just let it go, but at the same time, when you see the puck, it's a reflex to take a swipe at it. And but back to the point, we keep saying this a lot. Who's in the middle of that play once again? Darren Juan, just carrying the puck, just shrugging guys off and getting pucks to the net. He's had a nice game so far today.
He got set up in a perfect position in front of the net. Was battling hard for position. He established that position and got two good shots in on net. The second one there is the one that popped up in the air and almost would have fallen back into the crease if it wasn't knocked out of the air by the high stick. But a good opportunity, more sustained zone time being put in by Stockton there. This has been a pretty even period here, as with the 2-2 score would indicate. Some pressure being put on by Farmingdale right now as Matthews turns the puck over just to the left of his own net. However, some good back pressure coming in from the Stockton Ospreys by Ambrose. Long pass through the neutral zone. Pulled in and carried into the zone now. An opportunity on the backdoor play as Noonan couldn't get a stick on it. Puck gets cleared off the glass, though, and then the length of the ice. Farmingdale just trying to relieve the pressure there, and they'll take the icing play with 2:40 to go here in period number 2. It's a 2-2 hockey game, and the shots on goal are pretty even as well, Sean. It is Stockton with 19 and Farmingdale with 17.
Absolutely. I bet Liam Noonan wishes he was a left-handed shot right there, because if he he's got a tap in right there. Let's make sure it doesn't say his handedness, but he definitely had to adjust real quick, and it threw him off just enough where he couldn't get enough of his blade on that pass.
Shot attempt there taken from just right of the cage, unable to get it all the way in on net. Good defensive play made by Farmingdale to relieve that pressure. Drop pass as Farmingdale brings it into the zone. Opportunity there for Mula as he moves it on behind the net. Shot coming from the left point. That one gets deflected wide. Battling in the corner now. Matthews comes out with it. Feeds a pass up to McDonald. McDonald with nowhere to go, just circling back in the corner, and he'll drop a pass behind the net for Matthews. Matthews now looking for that long pass through the neutral zone, unable to connect with McDonald, but now a loose puck in the neutral zone's created. Halverson comes away with it, however. Back and forth as the teams go between the two blue lines here, dumped in by number 79, Jason Brennan for Farmingdale. Puck comes up the right wing, opportunity to get it out of the zone, but a big hit laid there on number 15, Deneen, knocked him off the puck, allowing Farmingdale to keep that zone time in and continuing the pressure against the Ospreys. Opportunity now as it's Deneen carrying it through the neutral zone, dumping it deep into the zone. Mackenzie Riedel will pick it up there and try to fire a shot in on net. Wrestle, rather. He's unable to get it through the defender as the Farmingdale player then moves it out into the neutral zone. Puck dumped in there by Simone, goes off the glass and then in behind the net with 1:20 to go here in the second period. Cross-ice pass, unable to find its intended target as it's Shane Mick keeping it in for Stockton. Play from the point, kept down low by Simone, as it's going to have to be Brennan carrying it out from behind the left side of his net. Another long cross-ice pass goes in between two different Farmingdale Rams, and then goes for icing on the play with 59 seconds to go here in this period. Still 2-2 is our score, Sean.
Stockton ratcheting up the pressure a little bit right there, Aaron. After a good series by Farmingdale, get some chances. Stockton's looking to make a late push in the second period. Get some momentum going in for the third right now, and they got an offensive zone faceoff to try to do that right now. Farmingdale's been missing on some passes right now. It's been a lot of icing on them this period.
Kind of contributed to that stop and start flow that we've had to this period. They seem to be trying to connect on a lot of the long passes that Stockton has also failed to connect on. But it's one of those situations where Stockton has spent a good deal of time inside the Farmingdale zone this period, just trying to put some good pressure on. And here they're doing so again. Quick shot taken there by Juan just from the left of the net. Good save made on the play. Juan now trying to feed it back out in front. He finds somebody there, but unable to get the shot in on goal is Evan Hall. Puck kept in now with 37 seconds to go in the period. Brennan tries to break it out, sends a long pass to the far blue line. Halverson now with an opportunity, draws a penalty, but now he has an opportunity, and the delayed penalty, and it's a shot and a goal. Pretty play there made by Halverson as he shrugged off the penalty, got through the hooking penalty, then managed to regain control of the puck, slide it in front to Joseph DiMartino, and DiMartino made no mistake, burying the shot to make it a 3-2 Farmingdale lead.
That's a tough goal to give up right there after Stockton right there. That's a pretty little play by Max Halverson. Not a great penalty to take, but it really is a no point at this time because they seem to have lost the leading scorer on the team. One of the leading scorers in the nation right there, alone in front. This time they didn't blow the whistle dead. This time he got his shot off. The goaltender, Mike Corella got a good piece of that puck, but I mean, didn't get enough of it and it squeaked over the goal line.
One of those that he got about 55% of it, and he needed 56.
Yep.
It just barely squeaked in over the goal line, and it was enough to give Farmingdale the 3-2 lead here as we're in the last 26 seconds here of period number 2. Farmingdale bench clearly energized by that last goal as they are all up on their skates and standing at attention. Meanwhile, the Stockton bench a little bit more down. Most of those guys are having a seat right now. 13 seconds to go here in the period as Farmingdale still has some sustained zone time here and putting on some pressure. almost drawing a penalty there as Patrico got knocked down on the play. 3 seconds left in the period as it comes back out into the neutral zone. DiMartino hunts it down there, and he'll let time expire as both teams now head off the ice to their respective dressing rooms. After 2 periods of play, we have a 3-2 lead for the Farmingdale State College Rams, leading the Stockton Ospreys 3-2 here in what is our second game on Rink 1 of the Iceline Quadplex here just outside of Philadelphia. Appreciate you joining us here on Black Dog Hockey. We're going to step away here for just a moment. We'll be back with the start of period number 3. Welcome back to Iceline Quad Rinks in Westchester, Pennsylvania, just outside of Philadelphia, for live coverage of the CHF Federation Cup here on Black Dog Hockey. Period number 3 about set to get underway between the Stockton University Ospreys and the Farmingdale State College Rams. My name is Aaron Elpern, voice of the Buffalo State College Bengals, joined here by color commentator Sean McHugh. And Sean, Farmingdale comes into the third period with a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, they got a break, and that's unfortunate for Stockton. But honestly, it looks like it was almost like a taste of their own medicine right there. Stockton's been trying to stretch pass all game. Farmingdale does it once, and they make a really nice play. And tough goal to give up right there. But it's only down 1 goal, so let's see if Stockton can ratchet up the pace they've been playing with all game and get back in this game.
Farmingdale starting off with possession of the puck here and another power play opportunity. As DiMartino looking for some room to maneuver, gets cut off there at his own blue line, then feeds a pass along to Halverson. Max Halverson through the neutral zone, carrying it across the blue line, then circling to set up the power play. Halverson at the left point, looking for a passing lane, being given some minor pressure there on the play. Gets the puck back to the point, slides it across to DiMartino. And Halverson almost switch positions there as Halverson keeps on drifting over towards the right point, and it comes back across to the other side. And now some tic-tac-toe passing there between Halverson and DiMartino. Sent low to Azera. Azera slides it along to Mula. Mula back up top to DiMartino, and then off to the other side as it's Halverson on the puck. Slid across to DiMartino. DiMartino lets a shot go. That one's blocked, though. Good defensive play on the penalty kill by Tyler Panica. One-time shot taken from the right side. Quickly, though, over there to make the save on Halverson is Mike Corella, and he will hang on for the whistle as there were 48 seconds on the penalty. Now it says 28 seconds on the penalty. Just trying to make sure we have it all sorted out here. 18:53 to go in the period. We know that much for certain, and that Stockton's still trying to kill off the remaining part of this power play. 24 seconds in that man advantage as the puck slides across to Halverson. Halverson gets it back across to DiMartino. Down low now for Jordan Mula. Mula feeds it down low behind the net. Azera gives it back to Mula. And then it comes back out to the point where it's DiMartino looking to set up a play. Finds Halverson. Halverson with a little bit of pace now. Skates it around to the left side, and then has to feed a pass across to Patrico as Stockton comes back to full strength now. Puck still being kept in the zone by Farmingdale as they manage to clear the zone now. However, as it was Darren Wan making the play for Stockton. DiMartino now back down into his own zone for Farmingdale. Gets it knocked off of his stick just short of the blue line, but regains control of the puck and then gets it into the Stockton end. Aaron pass there picked off in the neutral zone. Now coming back in the other direction. It's Lynott dumping it in. Stockton looks to break out up the left side as Matthews' pass goes just off the side of Juan, and he can't control the puck. And now Halverson keeps it in for Farmingdale. Drops it back to the point to Lynott. Lynott cross-ice pass, point shot taken there, deflected just wide as Christian Cable let the shot go from the left point. Stockton with an opportunity to break it out here. Unable to connect on the pass to Juan in the neutral zone, but Juan with the forechecking pressure, getting a little bit of help coming in late as it was Evan Hall getting it deep into the zone. Kept in on the play by Panico. Panico can't keep it in past Halverson, though. Halverson gets it out of the zone, and now coming back through the neutral zone, it's going to be Sinamo. Nice hit laid just at the top of the circle there to get the Farmingdale player off the puck, and now we finally have one of those stretch passes connecting for Stockton. in front of the net. Shot taken there on the backhand as it was number 20, Shane Mick. Got a good opportunity, not quite as he would have liked to have played it, maybe not. Good defensive play to negate some of the opportunity, only give him so many options with that shot in front.
Good finish on that check by Robert Lynott, too. Way to not take a penalty there as well, because you oftentimes see holding, interference, or hooking on that play.
Farmingdale with an opportunity to break it through the neutral zone. Ferrari carries it over the blue line, gets it deep into the Stockton zone. Stockton, however, able to get him off of the puck and break it back out in the other direction. Cross-ice pass now coming from Russell. Russell gets the pass across to Flynn. Flynn lets the shot go, and that one gets knocked up over the glass and into the glass that separates the bar restaurant from the rink. And we'll have a whistle with 16:31 to go here in the third period. Farmingdale still leading by that 3-2 score.
Yeah, pretty good start for Stockton right there. They've had some pace. They've had some chances right now.
Shot from the point doesn't get through as it hit the center Kolakathis. And Kolakathis gets it out into the neutral zone for Farmingdale. Puck back into the Stockton zone as one of the Farmingdale players actually had two sticks in his hands for a brief moment there. He got rid of one of them. As that one belonged to Zachary Harmel. Puck in behind the Stockton net. They feed a pass up the right wing. Can't get it out of the zone, though, and the shot is taken there from the point. As Brisgornia let it go. Kind of a soft floating shot that bounced in front of the goaltender, Corella. Corella managed to hang on with the glove, and he'll have a whistle to his right with 16:05 left in the third period.
Yeah, a little change of pace right here for Farmingdale. It looks like they're going to try to get some zone pressure right here. It looks like that set play off the point was set right there, but the face-off was one straight back.
Kept in briefly by Brisgornia, but Stockton with an opportunity to counter. Shot taken there from just inside the blue line by Russell. That one is played off to the side behind the goaltender Demas. Farmingdale with an opportunity to break it out now. Russell keeping it in, though, briefly. Puck just inside the Farmingdale blue line. Gets it sent down deep now as number 79, Jason Brennan, picks it up for Farmingdale. Pass comes up the left wing. Picked up there by Bohm. Dumped into the zone by number 22, Kolakathis. And the Farmingdale Rams make a line change. Stockton now looking to counter with some room to maneuver out there. Puck is dumped in on the play by Tuttle. Offensive pressure now from Liam Noonan as he gets taken out in the corner. Puck just inside the blue line there. It's Farmingdale with a chance to clear it out of the zone. Maybe a 3-on-2 opportunity, but a good defensive play to get in the way of that chance by Ambrose. Puck sent up the right side and deflected on into the Farmingdale zone. In behind the net, picking it up there will be Brennan. Brennan gets knocked off the puck, getting a little bit of help there from Mula. Mula can't get it past the defenseman as Stockton keeps it in the zone. Brennan again tries to feed it out of the zone, just flips it into the neutral zone, where defenseman Bobby Matthews chases it down for Stockton. Matthews just dumps it into the right-hand corner, where picking it up will be Brisgornia. He reverses directions and slides a pass along to Mula. Mula can't get it out, though, as he's cut off at the left wing there. As Farmingdale now had another opportunity to clear the zone, and they successfully do so in that case. But this one looks like it's going to go for an icing. It wasn't sure if it looked like Simone had played that, or certainly had a chance to play it. The Stockton defenseman back there looked like it was in his vicinity, but icing was still the call on that play.
Yeah, definitely called icing right there. I don't know about that one. I mean, they've been calling it close as well, though, the entire game. Like icing, like the guy even looks like he might be ahead of the forechecker. They're literally blowing it down. I don't know if they're instructed to do that for hybrid icing to prevent injuries. But yeah, I mean, once that puck crosses the goal line, if it's not clear that the forechecker's by him, they're calling it icing.
Puck kept in on the offensive zone by Stockton. As Juan looks to get the forecheck pressure there, he gets a loose puck, tries to feed it out in front. A loose puck sitting in front of the net dangerously now. Nobody can come up with it. Where is that puck? As both sides are scrambling now, and we have a little bit of fisticuffs there in front of the net, as you're bound to see whenever you have a loose puck that sits there in the crease for such a long period of time. A couple of players still tied up here. Hard to see who it is. It looks like it's number 28 Mula for Stockton's number 18 is in there. That's Evan Hall, and it was Mula in there for Farmingdale. Two referees now discussing what they just saw happen. You think we're going to get any penalties out of this?
I don't know. I mean, we go back to the Buff State game. We saw penalties on this all the time. It doesn't look.
They're over there having a conversation, so it seems like they know that they want to call something, and it looks like the one Farmingdale player is there at the penalty box door will there be a Stockton player going into the box on the other side?
I'm not sure. I mean, if you're going to call a penalty, I mean, number 28, Mula, well after the dust should have settled, he was wrestling really hard with number 18 for Stockton. Evan Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and he was trying to rip him to the ground, like well after the play, well after it was said and over with. So it makes sense that he's in the box. But having said that, I mean, I don't know if I really don't. Oh, there we go. Yep, Farmingdale is sending. It looks like
That's 16. That's Kelly.
Yep, Kelly. Okay, so Kelly's gonna go to the box. So yeah.
Coincidental minors. That's about what you would expect out of a net side scrum like that. And there wasn't anything that was, terribly brutal that any one player on either side did. There's definitely players engaged from each side, both in the black and the white jerseys. So not really surprised to see players in the box for each side. I'll have to wait and see what the exact announcement is, as it only appears to be 2 minutes up on the board for Stockton at the moment.
There's two players in the box for each.
Oh yeah, there is. Oh, I think there's only one player in the box for Farmingdale. It's tough to tell where the bench ends and the penalty box starts.
Yeah, it is actually. I see the player for Farmingdale. Yeah, there is a divider between the two of them now that the ref is out of my sight line. But yeah, there's two players in the box for Stockton.
And the faceoff's coming down into the Stockton end. This looks like it's going to be a Farmingdale power play, which is...
I don't know about that, Aaron.
Which is an interesting call, considering it was a net mouth scramble in front of the Farmingdale net. And not only was Mula involved, but the goaltender was involved. There were several different players in white and green that were part of that scrum. However, it is Stockton that ends up with the extra penalty, and Farmingdale gets another opportunity on the man advantage. We've already seen just how dangerous the Farmingdale power play is.
I mean, from where we were sitting as well, though, I mean, maybe there was a lot in our way. Very well something might have happened that we didn't see a punch and elbow.
That's one of those types of plays where the on-ice officials definitely have a better view than what we can offer from up here. We'll just pass along what the call ends up being, as there's a shot taken by Tim Patrico in on goal. Good shoulder save there by Corella. Puck in behind the net, two players battling for it. As coming away with it, it's going to be the defenseman for Stockton. Clearing the puck is going to be Zachary Harmel. Good defensive play as he battled the leading scorer, Joseph DiMartino, for Farmingdale. DiMartino now is carrying it through the neutral zone. Fancy stick work there as he gets past one defender, gets a shot in on goal, and takes a hit as the shot goes just wide. Azera setting up the power play behind the net, looks to feed it out in front. That one doesn't get through. Kept into the point by Patrico. Patrico gets it to DiMartino. Gets it back now. He slides it over to the left side as it's Halverson there, and a battle going on in front of the net. Halverson just drives to the front of the net, fires a shot. Rebound opportunity. Halverson with the second chance, and he buries that one. It goes off the goaltender's pads and then up into the top part of the net. It's now a 4-2 Farmingdale lead.
I'm trying to figure out what Stockton's all upset about. They were the ones initiating all the contact in front. They turned their backs on the play and ended up in the back of their net right there. And we keep talking. The best player on the ice is either number 18, DiMartino, or number 55, Max Halverson. I mean, he was left alone in front of the net. Goaltender was down and out, and his teammates were shoving and pushing. I don't know what's going to happen right here, but
that's the guy that's got to be cleared out of there. If there's one guy that you can't give two chances from in front of the net on the power play, it's certainly Max Halverson. He's been a dangerous player all throughout this game, and I'm sure that the Stockton defenders wish they would have kept a little tighter gap on him in front of the net there. Either way, though, with 12:51 to go in the third period, it's now a 4-2 Farmingdale lead.
That is the third power play goal for Farmingdale. We can't stress enough, this power play is dangerous. It's clearly the difference in the game right now.
You gotta wonder what the Stockton bench is thinking about that penalty call that led to the goal. They clearly weren't happy with the call as it was made. And now that it has resulted in the fourth Farmingdale goal, that probably is still the case if you were to ask people on the Stockton bench. Murray now with the puck for Farmingdale in his own zone, tries to feed it up the left wing. Puck is kept in as it's bouncing in towards the net. Murray just chips it on towards safety, and picking up there is Buddington. Unable Able to get it out of the zone? No, as it's Deneen keeping it in the zone. Long pass sent through the neutral zone. That is intercepted by the Stockton player and sent back into Farmingdale territory as the two teams kind of go back and forth here on either side of the neutral zone. Simone with the cross-ice pass as Simone and Egan set up their breakout for Stockton. Long pass up the right wing that goes off a couple of bodies and then ends up as a puck battle here in the neutral zone. Coming away with it is going to be Mackenzie Russell. Puck comes back out to Russell in the neutral zone. Slides a pass across to Ambrose. Ambrose brings it in but loses the handle on the puck. And the puck gets set back out in the neutral zone. Then it passes behind its intended target, and Farmingdale with a chance to get it down into the Stockton end. Pass coming through the neutral zone, pulled out of the air by Ferrari. Ferrari just dumps it back across the blue line. Stockton regroups and sends it back in the other direction. And we go back and forth between the two blue lines here. Ferrari now at the Stockton blue line gets it deep, and then the forecheck gets set up there. However, it looks like Stockton's going to be able to relieve the pressure out this right side as the puck comes up and off the glass as Began takes a hit there as he was trying to break it out the right wing. Pass is intercepted. Opportunity there in front. Unfortunately, unable to get it across was Matthew Buddington as he made a good defensive play to strip his man of the puck. Opportunity now in on goal. Shot taken. That one goes harmlessly in on net as Liam Noonan let the shot go. Not a hard save made there by Chris Demas. He hangs on for a whistle with 11:11 to go in the third period.
Yeah, Stockton, they're playing hard right now, but it looks like they're a little out of sorts. They're looking to try to play physical right now. This lead is far from insurmountable. All it takes is a quick bounce right here on the right back in this game. They need to stick to their game plan right now.
Things that they did well in the first and second periods, getting the puck deep into the Farmingdale zone, continuing to put some pressure on, and getting traffic in front of the net on the shots coming from the point. That's what they were doing well in the early part of this game. They seem to have gotten away from that a little bit here in the third period as Farmingdale has opened up this two-goal lead. Puck there in the neutral zone gets flipped and out of play up and over the penalty box door as we take a quick look at some of the other scores going around here at the CHF Federation Cup tournament. Earlier today, it was Buffalo State defeating Fredonia 5-4 here on the Rink 1. We had that game earlier on. Also, a final score, St. Bonaventure 6 and Southern Connecticut 2. Meanwhile, in current action going on, Binghamton is leading Fordham by a 4-2 score. Puck kept in at the point. Good play there by Semyon. Unfortunately, he loses control of the puck, and it comes back out into the neutral zone. And it's sent back to the Farmingdale blue line, where they will set up from there. Briscornia sends the cross-ice pass where he finds Brennan. Brennan feeds a pass up the right wing. And it's deflected off the boards and up into the Stockton bench. And we'll have another stoppage of play and another face-off coming up inside the neutral zone. Did get one thing that we mentioned earlier on in the game, that these two teams had played before this season. They've actually played twice before. I failed to mention the second time that they played. Their first meeting December 8th was a 9-3 Farmingdale win. The second game much closer, January 26th, Farmingdale won by a 5-4 count. So this is game 3 between these two schools. Obviously the most important of the three matchups as it's happening here at the Federation Cup. Puck is dumped into the Farmingdale zone. Good play made there by Shane Mick as he got it deep into the Rams territory. Three players down there in the corner trying to set up the forecheck as a fourth one comes in from the point, and a shot comes in there from the left wing circle there. That goes in on net. Looked like it might have gotten deflected before it got all the way to the goaltender Demas, but he was up to the challenge and hangs on for the whistle with 9:53 to go here in period number 3. Farmingdale's got that 2-goal lead. It is a 4-2 hockey game.
Yeah, since the initial outpour of that goal that Farmingdale was able to score, Stockton slowly get back into the game. That was another thing they were having a lot of success doing. Got a goal off of it, traffic to the net, and tipping the puck. So let's see if they can keep doing that.
Kirschbaum on the break now for Farmingdale as he managed to shrug off one checker who was battling him all the way up the right wing boards. Got a shot, unable to get it in on net, however. That shot gets in on net from the point. Dangerous rebound there briefly as it gets played off into the corner. Now it's at the right point, shot taken there. That one's blocked. Rebound kind of sat in the slot. Opportunity there for Mula to take a shot. That one goes in on goal. Now an opportunity as Stockton tries to break it out up the right wing. That pass goes too far for its intended target. Picking it up, though, is Christian Cable for Farmingdale. Farmingdale now coming through the neutral zone. Bringing it there was Robert Lynett. Gets it all the way into the Stockton end, and in behind the net, or picking it up will be Zachary Harmel. Harmel with Zara on him. Zara gets a pass out in front. Almost a good cross-ice pass. Unable to get it across to Ferrari, though. Ferrari would have had a nice look if that pass would have gotten all the way over to the left wing where he was. Penalty coming up as the Stockton player gets taken down. The goaltender comes out to touch it up. Actually, it looks like he might be calling both of those penalties, Sean. Did he just signal two of them?
I don't know if he did. I know he definitely got the Farmingdale player.
No, it looked like he got two Farmingdale penalties because there was the initial hook that he called, and then the player got hooked again. Or there was two tripping calls, I guess it is. It's two different tripping calls being made against Farmingdale, so this is a huge opportunity for Stockton, down 2 goals in this game.
Yeah, this is big right now, and I was trying to figure out what the Stockton bench was yelling about. They got the call, but, they wanted both penalties, and they got them. So, we've been talking all game that the discipline of Farmingdale was keeping them alive. This is a big mistake right here. Stockton, if they want to get back in this game, if they want to get this win here, they need to capitalize on this opportunity right here.
Ambrose wins the draw back to Harmel. Now a shot from the left point. That one gets deflected as Began let that one go. Now down low, it's Mackenzie Russell. Russell slides it up to the left wing point. Shot taken by Ambrose, and he finds the top corner of the net. Great shot there by Jeremy Ambrose, number 17. Found the top corner, and it's now a 4-3 hockey game. And more importantly, they still have a minute 45 to go on that man advantage.
Exactly, and that is exactly the Dr. War. They needed a quick one right away to have some time to sustain some zone time with another power play. That was executed perfectly. They weren't in panic mode. They needed the goal, but they were going to wait for the goal. The shot they wanted, they got it. Ambrose Warriors one, top glove side. Really no chance for the goaltender right there. That was uncontested. All Farmingdale was trying to do was clear a rebound if the goalie can make a save.
Ambrose almost made another nice play there as he tried to feed it into the slot. Good defensive play made by Ferrari to negate that chance. Shot in on goal, deflected then in a rebound opportunity as Russell gets tied up on the play. Shot then coming from the point as Began let that one go. Glove save made on the play by Chris Demas. And Stockton is now putting some good pressure on here on this man advantage. The second part of what was a full 2-minute, two-man advantage.
They got Farmingdale moving a little bit right here. We haven't seen that on the penalty kill for Farmingdale, but these forwards, these point men, they're cycling the puck back and forth.
Shot coming from the point that hits a couple of skates and then slides off into the corner. Regained possession, though, as Mackenzie Russell gets it back to the point where Harmel dumps it down deep into the zone. Try to set up a little bit of forechecking pressure there, though, but taking the puck out there will be Ryan Murray. Murray with a good play there in the penalty kill, but a good play on the power play, keeping it in is Brandon Began. Began, however, can't get the pass back from Ambrose, and they'll have to regroup at their own blue line with Harmel. Harmel finds Began up the right wing. Began looking to let the shot go. Good pad save there made by Chris Demas as that shot was heading toward the 6-hole above the pad and just inside the post. Good shot taken, good save made, and a good rebound cleared by the penalty killers.
Yeah, you would have liked to see a forward coming in there for a rebound, but it looks like Stockton's in the middle of a change right there, which is unfortunate because that's what you try to do with a shot like that. You either try to get a pinch between them and squeeze through, or to kick out a rebound. Rebound got kicked out, so the right play was made.
There's nobody there to follow up on it. As carrying it through now is Matthews getting it deep into the Farmingdale zone. Absolutely a great defensive play. Has now a chance to clear it. Unfortunately, unable to do that on that play was number 10. As Cable got it knocked off of his stick, and a shot there taken goes high and wide up over top of the net. That puck is cleared with 8 seconds to go in the penalty. And Stockton back in their own zone. A little bit casual with the puck as Halverson picks up a loose puck and fires a shot. And a good save had to be made there by Corella.
Oh, there was no communication happening by the two backmen right there. Oh, they played the puck. And they iced it.
Yep. Whoa. Go back and forth between two more players here again. We'll have to see if anything comes to that. I'm not sure either of the officials saw that. I don't know exactly why that had to go in that direction, because it was just a couple of players that briefly came together at the end of an icing play. I don't know why it continued, but the Stockton player is still down on the ice begging for a call.
Number 10, Christian Cabal, either he's doing some calisthenics right there, or I think he might be saying that the player dove. He made quite some...
Got the penalty, though.
He got the call.
Guido is in the box right now, number 8. Chris Guido has taken the penalty as he got engaged there with number 5.
And he patted the ref.
Jake McDonald he took a penalty too. I think he might have gotten the embellishment call.
That's the right call. They were shoving, and McDonald pulled a Zinedine Zidane and kind of headbutted the guy. The guy kind of shoved him out, and he just kind of flopped into the back of the boards. Then he laid there for a solid 30 seconds. Like, anything you can do to get an advantage right there, the refs did it right there. I mean, guy got hit in the face, guy embellished it, both are going to go. Refs are doing a real nice job of keeping this game under control right now. These two teams are intense. They don't like each other very much, but the refs are making sure that it stays hockey and doesn't become a brawl.
Yep. Guido and McDonald will each sit for 2 apiece, and we'll play 4-on-4 here. As carrying it through the neutral zone, it's Travis Tuttle. Tuttle in the corner now on the forecheck, gains control of the puck, but loses it there briefly. As picking up will be DiMartino. DiMartino can't get it out of the zone. Keeping it in there at the point is Matthews. Shot taken right off the goalpost as that shot came in from Evan Kelly. Puck now in the corner. Player chasing it down is Cable. Cable trying to get it out of his own zone. Has some room to maneuver through the neutral zone now as he carries it in across the Stockton blue line. Cable, the first one to his own loose puck. Loses control, but there was a delayed offsides being called. Carrying it now inside the zone, it's Matthews. Matthews losing control, and then Halverson picks it up. Halverson circling in his own zone, now carrying it through center ice. Halverson avoids Ambrose's stick check and then lets a wrist shot go. That one almost found the top near corner. That one goes high and wide, however, and then it's kept in before Stockton has a chance to clear out of the zone with Zachary Harmel. Harmel feeds the pass along to Began. Began across the Farmingdale blue line. Sends a backhand pass into the slot. Ambrose lets the shot go. That one's blocked, and now DiMartino has a break of his own. He made the block, and now has a chance of his own. He shoots and scores. What a great individual effort by number 18, Joseph DiMartino. He blocked the shot coming in from the point, won the foot race to pick up the loose puck, and then made no doubt on the breakaway, making this a 5-3 hockey game.
That's why he's one of the leading scorers in the nation right there. That's point number 63 for Joseph DiMartino. He's doing it different today, though. He's putting the puck in the net instead of setting other people up. That is great. That is a great play by the alternate captain right there. He goes down to one, he blocks the shot, wins the race, knows he has time. He doesn't have to rush his shot. He gets a wide base, and he puts it far side. And that is a big goal with 5.5 minutes left, and that could be a backbreaker for Stockton if they don't get moving quick right now.
Individual play turning defense into offense. You see far too many times in that kind of situation where a guy will just admire his shot block and then not go after the loose puck. He had the wherewithal to know that he could beat the defenseman to the puck and then ended up on a breakaway and took advantage of the opportunity.
Yep, no surprise that he has as many points as he has. He's a very effective player, one of the, if not the most dangerous players in this tournament. And he showed it off right there. Just literally took control of it right there. Made no mistake with the opportunity he had.
Steve Azera dumping it in for Farmingdale. Goes all the way in on net. And he chases it down to make sure the goaltender doesn't play it into a dangerous spot. Corella just hangs onto it before getting the whistle and then playing it off to the corner where linesman will go and pick it up for the faceoff.
This is where Stockton's they gotta put the pedal to the metal here, but they gotta play smart. Farmingdale, they play a very, very solid, very tight structure. They're gonna just play pitch and catch with the puck. They're going to be responsible. Stockton's got to try to force a mistake here, and they got to get some zone time.
As we saw in our earlier game here on Rink 1, anything can happen in the last 5 minutes of play. We saw 3 goals scored in the last 5 minutes of play between Buff State and Fredonia earlier. So definitely Farmingdale wants to stay on their toes and make sure that they continue to do what they've been doing to establish this lead, not get too casual with the play. And Stockton obviously going to try to replicate what was seen in that earlier game, getting some of these late opportunities.
Absolutely, and it's not out of the realm of possibility. Stockton, Farmingdale's been the better team the second half of this game for sure. There's no doubt about that. But Stockton's hung around. Stockton's not giving up, and Stockton's not going to lay down to the number two seed. They're going at him. They're going at him hard, and I expect that to continue for the rest of the game. But now they're going to need to make some defensive plays as well. The stretch pass, they're going to have to connect on one of those.
And it'll be even harder to do because you can pretty much be sure that Farmingdale won't be sending too far deep into the zone, even though there are 2 forecheckers in on the play here.
Yeah, but there's also a defenseman, number 79, Jason Brennan. He is literally sitting at center ice right now. He's basically playing center field.
Keeping the puck in there is Farmingdale as Azera made a nice pass out in front. Good shot in on goal with an opportunity to get what would have been some much-needed insurance here as Kirschbaum's shot just went high and wide.
You can tell by the forecheck that Farmingdale is putting on. They are not about to sit on this lead. They know that this Stockton team comes at you hard, and all it takes is a bounce, and they're right back in this game. They're going to play smart defense, but they're going to try to add another goal. You can never have too much insurance.
Puck kept in at the point by Matthews as he laid a big hit on Azera. Puck comes out in front of the net, sitting there loose again. Now battle in front of the net as it comes out in behind the net, and it's not Azera, rather. It's Kirschbaum carrying it out. Goaltender lost his glove in that play. Now it's Farmingdale with an opportunity, gets a shot in on goal as it's Patrico taking that shot. That one a good pad save made by Corella. Puck now comes back inside the Farmingdale zone.
Stockton's awfully casual right now, Aaron. There's no forecheck right now.
Yeah, they were just completing a change, it looked like there, but they certainly gave Farmingdale a free pass out of their own zone with 3 minutes to go, and now we got a Stockton player injured as he is laboring to get over to the bench. That is number 22, Tyler Panico. He's been one of their more solid players throughout the game. He dropped his stick as well as both gloves as he retreated back towards the bench, clearly in a lot of pain.
Yeah, he was hunched over. He was really struggling to get to that bench. Hope Tyler's okay.
Tyler Sevian with a shot there from the neutral zone goes all the way in on the goaltender Demas. And Demas will just hang on for a whistle with 2:55 remaining in this game. 2:55 remaining in regulation, I should say. It is a 5-3 Farmingdale lead over Stockton. Stockton has the edge in shots on goal in this game. It's a 34-26 count in terms of shots on goal. But Farmingdale's been the more opportunistic team, taking advantage of their opportunities, especially on the power play where they've scored 3 times.
Yeah, 3 power play goals, and they caught a defensive breakdown off a block shot, and they buried it. That's the difference right there, and that's why Farmingdale is ranked as high as they do. When they get a chance, they do not make mistakes, and they bury them, and they are a very sound defensive team, and they've got some pretty good goaltending from their goaltender today.
2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in period number 3 as chasing back after the loose puck is Jake McDonald for Stockton. McDonald feeds a pass up the right wing. That one gets deflected into the neutral zone, then carried across the blue line by Deneen. Deneen feeds the pass out in front. That one doesn't get to its intended target, but it is ripped and shot into the goal. Now we have a little bit more of an interesting game here as that shot was taken from a strange angle. It didn't really seem all that dangerous, but it was shot and buried into the net, and we now have a 5-4 hockey game.
This Stockton team isn't about to go away. They're putting pressure on, and the thing is, Farmingdale's in good shape, and I don't want to say Farmingdale did anything wrong right there. Just a shot to the net. They caught the bounce they needed, so here we go. 2.5 minutes left, just like the last game.
As we were seeing earlier, this was a question of, I mentioned that there were 3 goals scored in the last 5 minutes of our previous game, and we have another goal scored here. It's going to have an interesting ending here as it is 5-4 Farmingdale with the lead here in this one, but Farmingdale now has an opportunity, and they put this one on ice as that goal was scored by number 5, Vincent Sinamo.
Good to see Vincent Sinamo get rewarded. He's had an outstanding game today. He's been robbed blind. Did he just high-five the ref right there?
I don't know. I think that was some sort of gesture back towards his bench, maybe in relation to the Stockton bench. And you can clearly tell that there's no love lost between these two teams as the goal celebrations are getting bigger for the Farmingdale team at this point as they've now taken a 6-4 lead.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that was the Cam Newton Superman with a little Alex Ovechkin arrow toss right there. I like it.
Long pass through the neutral zone goes in between several different bodies, but icing is waved off on the play as Stockton has the puck deep inside the Farmingdale zone. Carrying it out of the zone now for Farmingdale is Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum gets the pass up to Mulo, who just dumps it in with 1:50 to go. Kirschbaum keeping it in, taking a big hit there on the play. It is the Stockton player that's the one slow to get back to his skates, Matthews. Matthews now laboring over towards the bench as he appears to be in some discomfort as he had that collision there with Kirschbaum back in the Stockton zone. Puck now in the Farmingdale zone as 2 players battle for it in behind the net. Good defensive play by Christian Cable as he came out with that loose puck. Shot then taken from the point, doesn't get through for Stockton. There one does, though, as it gets deflected just in front of the cage as that shot was ripped by Zachary Harmel. Farmingdale clearing the zone with 1:13 to go here in the third period. Pass is fanned on there. Another opportunity to carry it out of the zone for Darren Lawn. Lawn gets it knocked off the his stick by Ferrari, and it's sent all the way inside the Farmingdale zone where Zara will pick it up and just clear the zone with under a minute remaining in period number 3. Puck in behind the net for Christian Cable. He lets a long pass go through the neutral zone That one doesn't connect, but the goaltender comes out to play it, and that'll negate icing on the play as the puck comes back out in the neutral zone. Almost a dangerous play there, where if the Farmingdale player would have turned around, might have had a short hit or a breakaway opportunity. Seems maybe, though, both teams are just kind of playing this one out with 32 seconds remaining. The Stockton net goaltender is still in the goal, so they haven't pulled him to try to gain the extra man advantage, as two Farmingdale players just play catch with it in their own zone. Then a long stretch pass sent up into the Stockton zone, and a race is won by the goaltender, Corella, as he was the first one to get to that puck, beating Buddington to it, and then sending it into his own bench to relieve some of that pressure. 17 seconds to go here in the third period. Farmingdale looks like it's putting on the finishing touches of what is a 6-4 lead right now.
That was a smart play by Buddington right there. I mean, it looked, when the goaltender got to that puck, he looked like he could have collided with him and blown to pieces right there. Real smart. Just get out of the way. Get out of here with your win. You don't need to run a goaltender at all. So good on him for that. And
shot taken there by Vitrico as they look to add to their advantage here. That one, another solid save made by Corella, as the puck is now down inside the Farmingdale zone. And that looks like we'll have a little bit of a scuffle down here below us. Actually, the player's stick was caught in the glass. That was how the little bit of a tie-up happened there, as there's a little bit of a conversation going on between the Farmingdale players and the Stockton players. You can tell that these sides have seen each other plenty, and they have no problem sharing their opinions about each other's teams.
no, not at all. And that's what you like to see. There was really nothing dirty, just a high-intensity hockey game. Farmingdale appeared to be in control for most of the game. Stockton didn't go away, but when it needed to happen, Farmingdale put it away. They converted their chances. They scored on their power plays. The team that played the better game won the game today, Aaron.
Stockton came out strong. They had a lot of pressure, a lot of energy in the first period. They put a lot of pressure on the Farmingdale goaltender, a lot of pressure in the Farmingdale defensive zone. But it was Farmingdale getting the first goal of the game on the power play, one of three that they scored on the power play during the game. And that helped lead them to victory here by a 6-4 count. Let's take care of the players of the game here, Sean. I'll let you choose the Stockton player of the game here.
That's a tough choice because a lot of them played really well, but I honestly believe that the most impactful player of the game, despite him not being on the score sheet, was Darren Watt. He was making plays all game, causing a lot of havoc in the crease. He was making it difficult on them. I mean, he didn't seem to make any huge mistakes. He controlled the play. He kept his head. He drew some penalties, and he set up some scoring chances. So I'm going to go with Darren Watt, number 6 for Stockton.
I think that's a good choice, as he basically set the tone for his team. They played a good, hard-nosed brand of hockey, kept on getting a lot of traffic in front of the net, and that's what kept them in this contest throughout. And I think that's probably the choice that I would have made on that one. As you can tell, I'm maybe stalling here as I try to decide the player of the game for the winning side, Farmingdale State College Rams. I think I'm going to have to go with number 55, Max Halverson. He was a force on the ice throughout. First period, second period, third period. He's a big reason why that Farmingdale power play is so successful, and he scored a big third period goal to help give his team this 6-4 win. So we're going to call number 55, Max Halverson, the player of the game for Farmingdale, and for Stockton, the player of the game is number 6, Darren Watt. Again, our final score here from Rink 1 at the Ice Line Quad Rinks just outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is Farmingdale State 6 and Stockton University 4. For Sean McHugh, I'm Aaron Elpern. Thanks for joining us here on Black Dog.